ilikuwa session nyinyi mnaangalia, si ndio? Hamkuwa mnadance. Session inakuja next itakuwa ya nyinyi kudance. Na Holy Ghost Family Ministries team watawaongoza. Okay? Are you ready for it? But before that, let us welcome Seminarian Cosmas as he gives us the next session. So, we have our seat. Our social media followers. For all those who are watching us from the social media, we are back. Welcome back. Share your comments. You can say something as we go to this session of facilitation. At least, if you have a question, just tap the dial and comment there. Thank you so much.
Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati. Mnanisikia kule nyuma? Mwanisikia kule nyuma? Na mbona unasema hapana, umesikia aje? Sawa sawa, I'll try to be audible enough ndio kila mtu asikie. Leo niko sure sote tunajua kwamba tuna mada yetu. What we are talking about is self-discovery, a goal to freedom. Self-discovery, a goal to freedom. Na tumeshaanza tayari kwa kufunzwa jinsi ya kuomba na kuwa na imani katika sala zetu, na hasa katika kumwomba mama yetu Maria ili azidi kutuombea. Sasa ile changamoto ambayo inakuwaga naye sana kwa kutumia PowerPoint ni kwa sababu wakati mwingi ukiongea watu wengi wanaangalia hapa na wana copy notes. Don't worry about that. Sawa? Cha muhimu sana ni kuelewa yale ambayo tunazungumziana, and whatever will be helpful to you is what you are required to note down for your own personal reflection. So to start us off, the journey of self-discovery starts with a deep desire. A deep desire and conviction for change, to see a better life for oneself, to be happier, to bring new perspectives into our own lives. Yani, you only discover yourself anew pale ambapo you have that deepest desire within yourself to see yourself a better person, to see something new, to see something brighter, to see something with a little more light, to see yourself more happier than you are today. Sawa. And that will come if you look within yourself genuinely and discover who you are. Who am I? That is one question ambaye sana we respond to it according to the way we want people to know us. Lakini in this perspective, I want to invite you to ask yourself intimately, who am I? On your own, without kuambia mtu. Your own strengths, your own achievements, your own desires and longings, your own admirations and aspirations, and at the same time, your own frustrations, the insecurities that are within you, the fears, the worries, the limitations, and also the shortcomings, and many other things. Ujiulize, what is it that is within me? The power that you possess, and at the same time, the threats that threaten that power within you. Tuko pamoja? The fears, the limitations, the worries that threaten that energy that you possess within yourself. And in this, you must understand that you are different from any other person. You're not like your closest friend. You're not like your sister or brother. You are totally different. And you have to learn to take a long moment, peke yako, to reflect, to look into yourself, and to get to yourself, so that you avoid getting lost in the web of the the company of friendships. A lot of times tunapotelea katikati ya marafiki. You think you understand yourself, but you're lost somewhere. And a lot of times you pursue goals which are not yours, for your own friends and for other people around you. So, you must understand that you are different. You are unique. You are you, not any other person. Sawa sawa? You must learn to face yourself honestly in a conversation and ask those intimate questions. What is my deepest desire? What is my deepest desire? What makes me happiest? Yani ni nini ambacho kikitendeka I feel like I'm on top of all things. What lifts my spirit to the great heights or to the greatest height? What am I most afraid of? What is that I truly want for my life? Hayo maswali lazima ujifunze kujiuliza in your own alone moments. Nyakati ambazo uko peke yako, ujiulize hayo maswali so that you build a future that you'll be proud of. Sawa sawa? Tuko pamoja? Yes, so that you build a future that you will be most proud of. It is said that the greatest tragedy of life is not about not reaching your goals, but having no goals to reach to. The greatest tragedy, it's not being able to reach your goals, but having no goals to reach to. The greatest calamity is not to die with unfulfilled dreams, but not to dream at all. The greatest disaster is not to fail to capture ideas, kuelewa, but having no ideas to capture. Yani upo tu. You have nothing that you are desiring to capture or understand. That would be the greatest calamity or disaster. The greatest disgrace is not to reach the stars, but having no stars to reach to. That is the calamity. Si kutofikia stars zile ambazo unataka kufikia, but having no stars to reach to. Tunaelewana? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay. In this, you must not simply exist. Yani usiamke tu asubuhi and you're like, okay, today I'm alive, so what should I do today? Do not simply just exist because you have woken up, but choose to live a fulfilled life. A life that you are proud of today. Do all that you can. Do all that you can with all that you have. You have the opportunity today as a student. You have the opportunity today as a student. Do what you can today with what you have. The resources that you have. The energy that you possess. The power is born within. The power is in the mind. It is not outside there. Uwezo wa kuproject life and make it the greatest thing and the greatest venture that you can go for is within you. Not with any other person outside there. The external environment cannot imprison your destiny. If your mind break loose of negativity. Mawazo yako yakiwa free from negativity, challenges cannot break your destiny, cannot stop you. Have you ever watched a movie ambayo inaitwa Unstoppable? Or have you ever heard that word? I am unstoppable. Na wimbo ambayo inasema pia unbreakable, si ndio? Yeah, when your spirit is free, you are unstoppable. There is no height that you cannot reach. Free from negativity would be the greatest desire that you can nurture. Choose to be an eagle. I love eagles so much. Napenda mwewe, by the way, a lot. Because I learn a lot from an eagle. I love eagles. Do not be a parrot. You know a parrot, Kasuku. Kuongea tu, si ni kweli? Don't be a parrot, but an eagle. And what do eagles do? If you've been keen, eagles fly alone. Alone. Kama ni mwewe wanapepea wakiwa kadhaa, ni mwewe peke yake. They don't mix with rabbits ama small birds. Si ndio? Otherwise they will turn the birds into kitoweo. Si ni kweli? Eagles fly alone. What is the greatest value that I learned from this? Stay away from negative people, from small-minded people, from pessimistic persons. Those are the worst people that you can be around. Yaani mtu ambaye mkitembea hivi anakuambia you cannot do it. Mtu ukiamka asubuhi umeingia klasi anakuambia today is a bad day. There is nothing good about the environment. Mkitembea kidogo hata sijui ya hii shule walinileta kufanya nini. Mkisoma wengine walianguka mtihani, sasa hapa tutapita kweli. Pessimism. Small-minded people are dangerous to stay around. Fly like an eagle. Fly with your fellow eagles. Identify them and fly with them. Ravens, achana nao. You understand what a raven is? Uto tudege tudogo, sparrows, ravens, leave them alone. Fly with your colleagues, with your fellow eagles. Eagles have a great vision. Mwewe, from 5 kilometers away, can spot a chick of one day. Kifaranga mdogo sana. Akiwa chini, from 5 kilometers away, an eagle will spot that. And will fly straight to capture that particular chick. They have a great vision. And they keep vision. Eagles keep the vision and the focus. Akiona kifaranga, it doesn't come na ikifika kwa njia aone kuku mkubwa aseme hapana, I think yule atanishibisha sana. They will keep the focus to what they are going for. Be an eagle. Keep the focus to the vision. Hiyo ambayo you want to achieve, go for it. Let those around you telling you no, huwezi ukawa daktari. Kwa nini? Kwani wakujai kuwa daktari? Let me be the first. Keep the focus. Eagles are fearless before they are prey. Fearless. And they fight. They fight. Fight for your destiny. Don't let anything take that away from you. Fight to achieve that goal that you have. Because what your mind has conceived, you can possibly turn it into a reality. Tuko pamoja? Eagles are tenacious. They are daring. Eagles love storms. Kama kuna ndege mmoja tu anapenda storms is an eagle. When there is a storm, an eagle flies straight into the storm. And do you know why? It becomes an opportunity for the eagle to rest. Yaani anaingia kwa storm and spreads the mabawa and lets the storm lift it higher. Na anapumzika. They fly to greater heights with the help of the storm with no struggle. Be such daring. Where there are challenges, do not run away from them. Face them if they are hindrances to your destiny, to your success. Usisikie sababu iko ngumu na since you were born you only desire to be a doctor, na useme I think let me change and want to become a carpenter. If you wanted to be a doctor, you can get it. Dare. Be that daring. Go into that storm and let your powers be lifted higher. Eagles never eat dead meat. Yaani mwewe ni ndege mmoja ambaye ana maringo sana. Si maringo, but they know what they possess, the power in them. They don't eat dead things. They only eat what they have killed and is fresh. They don't eat things ambazo zimeoza. Do not live today celebrating your yesterday's success and forget you have to build another success for tomorrow. Let that be and construct another one for the future. Keep looking for new, fresh things for your own life. New successes, new heights, new opportunities, new frontiers, and move forward. Eagles prepare for the future. Mwewe akizeeka, they fly into the mountains and into a cave, na pale anatoa mabawa manyoya yote, pulling it off. And after they are done with that, they scratch their beak kwa jiwe and their nails kwa jiwe, because otherwise they will be unable to continue hunting. So after that, it is a very painful process, but necessary for their tomorrow's survival. After that, they can come back and live for more than 30 years. After renewing their strength, that is an eagle. What do you do to renew your strength? You need that moment to rejuvenate yourself, to give yourself new energy, to give yourself new focus. If you need alone moments, a recollection, a retreat or something, or you need to focus into something or meet someone to talk about life, to rejuvenate yourself, do it. Otherwise you will starve to death because you have no more energy to hunt for the tomorrow's success. Are we together? Mnanielewa? Yeah, ukisikia naenda sana niambie pole pole. Today, some of us are so busy chasing so hard with a lot of zeal and determination the goals of others, simply because they are great goals and they are so appealing. Yaani unasikia mwenzako ule wa karibu anasema mimi nataka kuwa lawyer. Unasikiza lawyer, yaani unaangalia lawyer akiwa pale kwa chamber and you're like I also want to be a lawyer. And you start chasing a dream of a lawyer when you have no simplest passion for it. Simply because your friend wants to go to be a lawyer. Pursue what you have to pursue. Do not kill yourself pursuing that goal which is not yours. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. Some of us, by the way, are not even sure the direction we are heading to. Yani, we are still in that level ambayo tunasema when I grow up I want to become. Are you a child? You're already grown. Si ni kweli? Yeah, it is not time. Time is long past at your level ya kusema when I want to grow up I want to be. Or in the future I want to be. It is time to start becoming. It is the time to start becoming. It is not time to continue searching what you want to be. And if you are still there, you better discover that the soonest you can. What I mean is, if in your childhood ulitaka kuwa daktari, I love doctors by the way. A lot of times utasikia nikirifer to doctors because I love them and teachers. Ulikuwa unataka kuwa daktari, lakini uliingia shule ukaenda secondary, sasa yuko secondary na unasoma unaona chemistry is not my stuff, I love art so much, and you've done that process. It is good to re-evaluate what you want. Do not keep held in that cocoon of the childhood dreams. Discover the new you and prosper that. Angalia your potentials and make them blossom. Fly higher. Start building what you are becoming. Start doing well where you are focusing your energies onto. And go forward with life. Are we together? Na tunaelewana? Yaani sitaki mkose kunielewa. Mkikosa kunielewa nitaumia. I think they are lost. But they will come. We shall connect. Many people spend their life at the mercy of circumstances. Living at the mercy of what happened. Living at the mercy of other people. Not living in the present because they are stuck in the prison of their past. And this is so important we look into. Wengi tunaishi katika mambo ambayo yamepita. The pain of the past, we are held up in there. The mercy of the circumstances. Yaani kwetu tuko maskini. So you are at that mercy. Ni kama wajihurumia. You live a life of self-pity. You are not sure of where you are standing. Live each day as though it were your last. Ask yourself every morning, if today were my last day to live, will I do what I'm planning to do today? What am I going to do to die happy? Live it to the fullness that you can. Because when you grow in your self-knowledge and you discover yourself, and you also master yourself so well, you will not allow yourself to be controlled by 4 things. Ukijidiscover so well, you won't allow yourself to be controlled by 4 things. 1, your past. 2, other people's opinions and judgments about you. Other people's opinions and judgments about you. That you're so ugly. So what? 3, limited beliefs that you have projected about yourself. And 4, relationships. Hautakubali hayo mambo ya kutawale. 1, your past. Your past will not control you. Do not allow your past to control your present or your future life. Your future is so bright that if you let your past control and destroy it, you are in danger. You are doomed. You are leading into a wrong direction. It is important to let your past be in the past. There is a saying in English which says, let bygones be bygones. Let them be. Because what happened, you must let go. Leave the pain of your past behind so that it cannot ruin your future. Do not move to tomorrow with pain. Do not live today in pain. Leave the darkness of your past behind. Yani giza ya jana achana naye jana. Leave that pain and that darkness for yesterday, so it cannot block the light of your future, of that brightness that is coming at the end of the tunnel. Your past is gone, whatever happened. Whether you were treated unjustly, whether cruel, whether harsh, whatever the case. Because reliving in your past, every day waking up and living in that past does not do you any good. Kuamka asubuhi na kufikiria how your mother abused you, how your father told you are very stupid, how your friend abused you the other day. It doesn't do you good. It only hurts and breaks you further into many and many pieces that cannot be put together. Let that be. If someone did you wrong, the only way you can win, and this is serious, the only way you can win against a person who has done you wrong is to let go and move on. Yani mtu akuumize, and this is one thing that many of us do not understand. If I step on your toes, na upenduke umenikasirikia na tukikutana umekasirika, I have won. I have frustrated you. I have achieved my desire to make you become less and let me be higher than you. You have given your power to me, and I control you with my hand. Because the moment you see me, you feel so angry. You feel so devastated. You feel so broken. You have no energy. I have won. But if you let it pass, tukutane na nimekukanyaga alafu umesmile na uniambie hi, I'm like, okay, funny. I thought she's broken. I thought she's unable to concentrate in her studies kwa sababu nimemtusi. Let yourself not be touched by those negative things from other people, because they will destroy your future if you nurse the bitterness and the pain of the past. If you live in hate, they win. If you still live in the victim story, they win. Yani kuishi kila asubuhi ukikumbuka the way you have been abused, the way you've been mistreated, the way your parents have neglected you, the way you've never been taken care of. You live as a victim, feeling little, feeling small, feeling powerless. They win. The circumstances around you win. Your past has won over you. If you want to win, then you must focus on building your future and start right now. Focus on building your future from now and move on with energy, with strength. Do not let your past destroy you. Release the weight off your back so that you can be free. The weight of your past, so that you can be free. Do not allow the events of the past which are now gone to ruin this moment. This moment that is so perfect, so good, a moment that is meant for you to enjoy and to be happy, a moment which is ready to allow you to live a different and happier life. Yet today is an opportunity for you to be happier and to be greater. Quite a while ago, something very tragic happened to me. I want to tell you this, ndio msiseme naongea kwa sababu sijui what pains me. I understand. Something very tragic happened to me. You can tell, many things happened, tragic. You can guess of maybe killing someone. I'm not that bad. You can imagine maybe being abused. You can imagine maybe being threatened. Something taken from me which is so precious. Whatever you can make up. It remains something very tragic. And this happened, and I felt broken by a person that I trusted so much. So much. Who had the duty to protect me, but rather took advantage of my young, tender, innocent, and vulnerable self. I was weak and defenseless. Whatever happened made me feel so dirty, so broken, so wounded, so compromised, so condemned. I started blaming myself. I felt confused. The only person that I hoped would understand me, I talked to him, and he failed to believe me. It broke me and I felt betrayed. My trust was so broken. I felt alone and very lonely. And I was like, what is there anymore to live for? Why should I live anymore? I wished for death. I wished for freedom. I wished it was a nightmare that would come to an end soon, nikiamka. I wished it was something that was not happening, that I would wake up in the morning and mtu aniambia, by the way, you were dreaming badly. But too bad it wasn't. I wanted to end my life and call it over. But somewhere, somehow, God gave me the strength to go through the moment. I lived a captive for many years, until that one moment that I said within myself, I'm no longer going to live under captivity of my past. I am going to let go. I am going to forgive, no matter how painful the process is. I am going to look into that person and nimwambie nimekusamehe. Doesn't matter whether you asked for it or not. But know that you almost killed me. Know that you've broken me. Know that you've taken away a lot from me. But I will not let you go on. I won't let you deprive me of my future. I will not let you control what is meant for me. I must get it, no matter the cost, no matter the pain. That is when I became free and lived in the present and constructed my future. And that is the reason why I'm here today. So yes, you have to give him a coffee. It's a great God. Yeah? Do not let other people's opinions and judgments become a hindrance for you. Never allow other people's opinions and judgments to control the direction of your life. The need to feel wanted can cause you to travel down way paths that you don't want to travel. Do not live to please people, for that is a curse that needs to be broken. Yani ukiwa you want to do what will make your friend happy at your own expense. You want to live to please the people around you, your teachers, the sisters around you. You are not fair to yourself. Do that which will make you better and better version of yourself. And trust you me, any other person around you will feel the effect of your goodness. because the transformation comes from within, not from the outside. I'll tell you that we grew up with in an abusive family, and my dad was a drunkard for quite many years, and we lived in pain, and he felt that all of us were against him, and he lived to say that we are bad and accusing every one of us, mom and everyone else. Until one time I decided to meet my father and forgive him, regardless what he had caused us go through. And I said to myself, I'll go and forgive my father, not because he deserves it, not because he's so good, not because he merits it, but because it is a duty and a command by God. To love and honor your parents so that you may live long in the land that the Lord is giving you. I walked to him on one Valentine's Day, by the way, on 14th of Feb. Na nikamwambia nimekusamehe. I set you free. From that moment, life changed so dramatically that Dad started talking about how good Mom has become, how good his children have become. And in me, I knew one thing. It was not that anyone else of us had changed, but simply because of the power of forgiveness and the power of love and affection that we offer to him, and his own transformation from within, he felt like everyone else has changed. When you transform the power within you to positivity and to greatness, the life around you no longer becomes dark and negative, but positive and a worth venture to go into. There is a sense of freedom, ownership, and perseverance if you do what you are doing out of your own accord, not because of others. Otherwise you live blaming others. Ukifanya kitu kwa sababu ya kuplease others or because of the perceptions of others, utaishi kwa uchungu. But if you do it out of your own free will, out of your own zeal and energy, you will be proud of it. If you make a mistake, you will stand up, wipe off the dust, and walk forward because you are doing it out of your own self. But if you do it for others, ukikutana na changamoto unasema kama hawange nilazimisha niende nikasomea udaktari, I wouldn't be here, I would be happy. Kama hawangefanya hivi, singekuwa hapa. Do it on your own. Take responsibility over what you are doing and let others be. Let others be. You are born unique for a reason. You are born to stand out, to be appreciated and loved for who you are, not because of what people want to know of you or want to see in you. In this I say, do not dim your light. You know what to dim the light is? Dimming, yani kuiweka iwe dull. Do not dim your light so that you can fit into the dull background of others. Don't dim your light for others so that you can fit in that group of dark people. No. Shine bright as you are. Those who really care for you will see that light and will join you and shine with you. Fly like an eagle that you are. Don't scratch the ground like a chicken. I'm a chicken. Hebu tusimame kidogo. Bwana Yesu ameremeta, 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 Bwana Yesu ameremeta. Tumtupe shetani, chimbua, tumtupe shetani, chimbua. Na kazi zake chimbua, tumtupe shetani chimbua. Chimbua, tumtupe shetani chimbua. Hebu jistretch kidogo. Naomba tusimame. Let's stand. Stretch yourself a little. Sawa, tukae chini. Keti. Are we together? Wale wako pale nyuma tuko pamoja? We are moving together, eh? Sawa sawa. You know the greatest thing that I say would happen to you in your life, eh? Sijui kama you've ever imagined meeting one of these your schoolmates or your classmates ambao mko pamoja hapa 10 years down the line, and imagine yourself how you will look in their presence. Yeah, it's worth thinking about it, eh? Sijasema uanze kuuliza rafiki yako venye atakuwa ukikutana. Nimesema you think about it. You meet your friend ambaye mko hapa 10 years down the line. Have you thought about how you would look like in the presence of that person? Ukiamua kucheza wakati huu ambao umepewa, utaona your classmate akitokea pale and you take this direction because you're so ashamed kukutana naye. You can't explain what happened. Aliacha you were so bright, you were so good, na unajua mkikutana atakuuliza what happened Monica? Ulijifanyia nini? What went wrong where? But if you focus, I usually tell young people this. It will be so great. Mkutanie with your friends hapa ambao mko hapa 10 years down the line in a restaurant, one of the best restaurants in Nairobi. Mkiwa mmeitana for a cup of coffee na mkikunywa, you start fighting over the bill. Mkisema I'm the one who will pay it. Na yule mwingine anasema no, the other time we met, wewe ndio ulilipa, hii mimi ndio nitalipa. Because you are all able. Lakini kuna uwezekano muitane mkutanie pale kwa hoteli, na ukiona kofi imekaribia kuisha, bili imekelewa kwa meza, unachukua simu ya uongo. Hello, na unatoka nje. Because you cannot afford to clear that bill that has been put on the table. Kwa sababu the time that you had to build the tomorrow, you sat on it and you destroyed it. I want you to project your life for tomorrow. Today, you're already living. Kesho is the most important. Construct it. Today would be the most important to build the tomorrow that you will be proud of. Are we together? Do not let the beliefs that you've limited control you, or the self-limited beliefs control you. What are these limitations that have formed all around myself? Ni yapi ambayo najiambiaga? When I wake up, what do I tell myself? Another day. Yani leo ni Monday tena class saa 11. What is this? Yani uwezekano ungekuwepo ukose kuamka, lakini usiwe umekufa, you would have chosen that one. You hear many yeses, eh? Kwa ungekuwa na uwezekano hujakufa, but you will not woken up, you have chosen that one, usiende class. Yani that is a frustrating life. Celebrate today. Celebrate it because you have to have the today to make the tomorrow better. Are we together? So the limitations that you put around yourself, they may be unconscious a lot of times, by the way, but they have conditioned you from your young age and throughout your entire life by listening to those around you who never reached their own dreams. Wakati mwingi, by the way, those limitations are put in us by people who have never realized their own dreams. Unaongea na mtu hapa, unamwambia I want to become a doctor. I am studying to become a doctor. Anakuangalia na kuambia you must be dreaming. You can't become a doctor. Simply because themselves they cannot become a doctor, they feel like also you cannot become. Ama unaongea na mtu pale nje, unamwambia about what you are going through and what you want, and they tell you stop dreaming, my friend. Because they have never realized anything good for themselves. Can you discover it yourself? For your tomorrow? Many of us are self-limited and caged. Tumejiweka kwa kakun fulani, a cage, tumejifungia ndani, and we feel so weak, so powerless and speechless. Unasikia mtu akisema kwetu, ukiuliza mtu kwa nini hufanyi vizuri kwa hesabu, kwetu kutoka hata my grandfather, my grandfather, my mother, hakuna mtu anajua hesabu. You've caged yourself there, that I cannot perform well in sciences because there is no one in our family who performs well in science. Who said so? You are unique. You are different. Tunaelewana? Unaambia mtu fanya hii, anasema kama hapo venye mlikuwa mnaulizwa nani ataongoza praise and worship, mnasema Mary can do better. Yani you are so powerless that you cannot do anything out of yourself. You don't feel like you have the power to do it. You have to point at other people. She can do better. Hata kwa familia, mama akiuliza, ni nani atatutengenezea keki? I think Jose anaweza akatutengenezea keki mzuri. What about you? What can you do for us? What can you do for yourself? What good do you have? What is that you project? I'm not saying that you be proud that you have everything. You can say for sure the other one can do better in this, but are you working on something else for something else? For something greater? Or you are just relaxed, hiyo si ya kwangu. She's better than I am. Notice your own self-limited beliefs and tell them to shut up. Kwa akili yako. Notice those self-limited beliefs and tell them to shut up. You have a future to build. You have a tomorrow to construct. You cannot remain caged. Are we together? Tunaelewana?
Yes.
There is nothing that you cannot do through and with Christ who strengthens you. There is nothing that you cannot do through and with Christ who strengthens you. He is your strength. You have all that you need to do what you must do to be what you want to be. Menipata hapo. You have all that you need to do what you must do to be what you want to be. Kwa pamoja? There is no greatness that you cannot reach, and no one you cannot become. If God is by your side and is for you, it doesn't matter who is against you. We are living in a time whereby unaangalia unasema, I am bewitched. Nimerogwa. Kwetu kuna jirani aliniangalia na macho mabaya. I cannot do well. My uncle's uncle doesn't wish our family well. Ametufanyia hivi. That is where we are living. I will tell you, if you have faith in God, the one who is in you is greater than anything outside of you. There is no power or dominion that can destroy that in you that God has planted for your own future. Do you believe in that? Do you believe in it? It is unfortunate that oftentimes we focus on those people and conditions and things that are fighting to hinder our growth, that are fighting to stop our success, that are making us grow smaller. And we forget that the one in us is greater and powerful than all that is around us. And is, for us, a king that makes us conquerors, that makes us powerful, that makes us strong, that makes us dream bigger and for greatness. Believe in God who wishes you prosperity and makes all things work for your good, and focus on your strengths and your potentials than your weaknesses. Focus on those things that promote your greatness, those things that promote your brightest moments, not your weaknesses. Ukianguka, usikae hapo uanze kulia kwamba umeanguka. Say, yes, I have fallen. Can I stand and walk? Do I have what it takes to move on? And focus on that. Keep encouraging and motivating yourself to fly higher. Keep encouraging and motivating yourself to fly higher. Mwesikia mtu akisema raha jipe mwenyewe. Yaani ukingoja raha upewe na watu, you will be frustrated. Tutakuumiza, tukuumize until you cannot smile. you are the most dull and most darkest person because hutaki kujienjoy in responsibility. Unataka watu wa kudirect the moods that you are in. Kama unaamka asubuhi umevimba kwa sababu ya rafiki yako jana alikuchapa, si kuchapa kwa sababu ukichapana utaenda nyumbani, lakini kwa sababu alikutusi ama alikwambia kitu kibaya, I tell you, you do not know what you are doing to yourself. You are destroying yourself. Wake up in freedom and give yourself that happiness. Be positive minded. See positivity in all situations, and your life will transform to a beautiful, fragrant garden of joy, goodness, and energy. Yani ukiwa umejijaza na positivity, things around you hazitakuumiza. They will not frustrate you. They will come and go like they have not touched your life. When you believe in your mind, Christ can accomplish that in your own life. When you change your belief from limited to unlimited about yourself, your potential is unlimited. Live full of energy and positivity. Life or living full of energy and positivity makes miracles a standard requirement for our everyday life. Niliwaambia what happened to me when I was in primary, nikaambiwa na mwalimu kwamba I'm stupid. I didn't tell you last time. One time nikiwa class 5, a teacher of mine looked into me because nilikuwa nimeanguka hesabu na akaniambia you are stupid. I believed I was so stupid that I couldn't understand. And from that moment I started going downhill. Nilifika class 7, nikafanya mtihani nikapata 187 marks. Because I had believed I am so stupid. Because of the beliefs that I limited in myself because of the voices of others. And I left school. Niliwaambia hapo nilitoka shule. So, until I asked myself what is it that I want, na nikasema I'll never tell to my children a story of a failure. I have to give my children a better story. That time sikuwa na dream of being what I am today, but to God be the glory. I said I will never tell to my children a story of a failure. And I had to go back to school. Na nikasema hesabu ndio ilifanya niambiwe ni mimi ni mjinga. I must pass mathematics under all circumstances. Hesabu nilisoma, and trust you me, I got an A in primary. Nikiwa high school nilifanya hesabu nikiwa mgonjwa sana. My teacher, ambaye is a priest, aliniangalia and he felt so sorry. Nikamwambia, Father, do not worry. Hata nikifanya hesabu when I'm dying in the next minute, I am sure I'll get an A. It is not a matter of a question. Because I have nurtured the strength within, na nikajiambia I can do it. Because I have the power. If you let people's opinions condemn you, you will be condemned for the rest of your life. Where there is no enemy within, the enemies around you or outside you can do you no harm. They cannot, hawatavuka, hawatawezana nawe. When yourself you are free and there is no enemy of bringing you down from within, the outside doesn't matter. When you have nothing inside holding you back, there is nothing outside which can either hold you back or destroy that future that you have at hand. Your entire life will change the very instant that you decide to manage to change and manage to change your mindset. Huo wakati ambapo uta decide and manage to change your mindset, the entire life around you will change. The moment you decide to see everything as a gift, every circumstance and challenge as a blessing and an opportunity rather than a curse, that will be the moment that you'll start living. Uangalie changamoto and you smile and you say, with the power of God within me, I can go through this and I'll become greater. God is tested by gold is tested by fire. Moto. Dhahabu hupimwa kwa moto. Yaani dhahabu si dhahabu kama haijapitishwa kwa moto and it withstands the fire. If you cannot go through challenges, you are not worth to remain that gold and precious. You must be tempted and tested through challenges. And when you come out victorious, you have a greater story to tell. Mtu akikuja hapa ambaye amelelewa kwa utajiri, maisha yamekuwa vizuri, wazazi ni wazuri, kanisa alifunzwa imani akiwa mdogo, kila kitu iko sawa, aje hapa kuongelesha, atawaambia nini? How will you, is there anything that will motivate you in their life? Yes, they might be successful, but they have got it in a platter of gold, in a silver platter. Lakini for you who have gone through pain, challenges of waking up at 5 kusoma, you will have something greater and better to tell. Si ni kweli? Yes. God is perfect and he makes no mistakes. I love Pope St. Pope John Paul II. Wale wanamjua, he was shot at one time, and when he woke up from the hospital na akaulizwa, what can you say about the experience? Akasema, God is perfect and I believe he makes no mistakes. Hakuangalia the pain of being shot almost dead. He looked at the power of God who is perfect, and he said everything works for the good of all those who love God. I will tell you, even those challenges around you, they work for your good if you love and trust in God. Tuko pamoja? Look at them as opportunities, not as a curse. Okay? Remain positive, empower yourself positively, and get into greater heights, and God will be your strength for the rest of your life. Tuko sawa? The other thing, wangapi hapa ni Wakristo ambao wana Biblia? Even those others who have a Bible. How many of us have Bibles and we read them at times? Hapa. Have you ever read the story of Meshach, Shadrach and Abednego? Yes. Walipoambiwa either waabudu miungu ya the king ama waeko kwa moto. Wakasema nini? We are not going to worship your gods. If you put us in fire, the God that we worship will protect us. But even if he doesn't protect us, he is God. Anabaki kuwa Mungu. That is the power of faith. And if you can have that power in your mind, you will become a conqueror. And you will have a story of a conqueror. Because God will strengthen you to go through a lot of moments. Ukiwa kwa changamoto, if you can look at them and say, I know my God has the power to take this challenge from me, if it pleases him. But even if he doesn't, he is God, and I remain with him. And then you do what you have to do, and leave the rest to God. Trust me, you will have the story of a conqueror, of a winner. People will look at you, and they will wonder where you get your strength. Kwa sababu wanajua changamoto unazo, wanajua kwenu kuna shida, lakini you are untouched. Because you have God. Sawa sawa. I want us to finish with this last thing that shouldn't hold you back. Relationships. Being in a relationship and friendship is a very beautiful thing. If it helps you actualize your dreams and become happier. But if you are always needing someone to make you happy, to be happy, then trust you me, you are just one moment away from frustration. You are just one moment away from breakdown. If you cannot stand on your own, you are in danger. If that person leaves you. If you are unhappy, frustrated, bitter, or painful because of the people or circumstances that surround you, you are endangered. Things around you shouldn't determine how you feel within you, but rather what is within you should determine how you look at the reality outside you. There is a story told of a drunkard man ambaye alilea watoto wawili wavulana. Wakati walikuwa mmoja wao akawa a drunkard like the father, and the other one became the most successful person. Walipoulizwa the drunkard akasema, my father made me a drunkard because I followed his footsteps. The other one alipoulizwa akasema, I saw my father and I chose never to be like him. And that is why I did not go into drinking. What does that mean? It is not the circumstance that determines what you will become and what you will do, but rather what you interpret and what you empower yourself with within yourself is what will determine what you will become and what you will be for your tomorrow. Are we together? It is not that kwetu kuna umaskini, so ndio maana nimekuwa maskini. Never. It is because you've accepted to become a poor that you grow in that poverty. You are not cast into poverty. See kwamba you've been abused and therefore you say I was not abused, I would be a virgin and I would be a great person. It is a pity because you cannot live in the yesterday. You must live in the today. You have to tell yourself, yes, that happened, but I must move on to my tomorrow. I will not live in the yesterday. And you tell yourself, because of what happened to me, I will protect others. Maybe it will make you understand what people feel when they are abused, and when you become a lawyer and you're in the chambers, you will understand mtoto akija kwambia was abused. Hautasema tu I understand kwa sababu umesoma kwa vitabu. So if you interpret it positively, your life will be a story of success because you will become a conqueror. Love is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. When it is genuine, very genuine, it's a beautiful thing. Even us, even sisters, every one of us needs love and true love. As per where you get that, is where the question flows from. If you are in love with someone, our dear sister is in love with Jesus and she's betrothed and married in the church, she's not searching. Neither am I, sitafuti, I'm already booked. But anyway, if you're in love with someone and they are not willing to protect your life, they are not in love with you back. Yes. Kama you're in love with someone, be it your friend here, or let me leave your friend here, because hiyo mnaelewa sana, but your boyfriend, alafu anamwangalia and he is able to tell you, prove to me that you love me by sleeping with me. You should look into him and umuulize, nikilala na wewe, how will it help me become a doctor? If it doesn't help you realize a better tomorrow, he's not doing that because he loves you, but because you are a tool that he wants to use and dump. Stand for yourself, and true love is that moment that atakuangalia aseme, by the way, I feel like I want to sleep with you today, but I will not do it because I know doing that might damage and destroy your life for the rest of your life. I will protect you and guard you. That is the person who loves you and cares about you and your tomorrow. Oh yes. Relationships begin within yourself. Some of us are so scared of silence that we cannot be able to face our real self in that depth of silence. We can't love ourselves because we are so scared of who we are. We can't look ourselves in the mirror, not normally the normal mirror, but kwa kioo cha kujifikiria and be proud of who we are. We are so scared. We are not in love with ourselves. We cannot tell ourselves the truth and listen to what it feels like because we are embarrassed and ashamed. We are insecure about life, about everything, and even about nothing. Scared of nothing. Determine, or rather realize where you stand, where your power is, and nurture that. You should be at home and at peace with yourself, and challenge yourself to live a life today that you want, free from being controlled by anything. Discover yourself. Discover yourself, find your freedom, and live fully. Discover yourself, find your freedom, and live fully. I conclude with these 4 quotes, short ones, that there is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. Second, if you believe you can, you will. I believe this is a summary of whatever we said. If you believe you can, you will. Don't wait. You are worth it. Usingoje for tomorrow. Don't wait to get rid of those negativities. You are worth the happiness today. Do it now. Start it now. Don't wait. Don't stay held in one place. You are limitless. If you have a fearless soul, there is no limitation that can cage your power, your energy, or your strength. If your soul is free and fearless. Tumsifu Yesu Kristu. I want us to end there for today and continually wish you all the best. Tutaendelea kumalizia. I invite some to join us. Asanteni sana.
Wow. Thank you so much, Seminarian Cosmas. I would like to have someone mwenye atatuongoza with a good and applause for our seminarian. Kama wapo? Aendelee? Aendelee? Anakuja dakika 5 kurapa. Kama uko na swali, kuna mwenye hapa na swali? Kabla tujaenda hapo tupate mtu mwenye ataweza kuongoza kwa makofi wewe.
Let's give the seminarian 10 factorial claps. We start. 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you.
Abarikiwe. Abarikiwe sana. Mwambie Bwana Yesu anampenda. Na sisi. So thank you so much, Seminarian. I believe this is wrapping up every single thing that you have spoken. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. And then if you believe you can, you will. Don't wait, you are worth it. You are limitless if you have a fearless soul. So these are 4 points that can take you on another level. So the next session, we are about to have our Eucharistic celebration. But before that, we would like to have a session that is just like a hyping time, hype moment, and then, but don't forget whatever you have learned. Sasa. But before that, I would like to perform one thing. Personally, as much as I'm working as the public relations person in the Holy Cross Family Ministries, I am a choreographer and also I am a dancer. Yes. So, how many know this song? Jesus, you love me too much. Okay. So I would like to perform just a part of that song. And also we have our DJ here who will give us a session of about 5 minutes and then we wrap up. Yeah, style. So, I started dancing, by the way, when I was in class 3. Yes, class 3. And up to date, I'm above 25. and I'm still dancing. So believe in yourself, okay?
So let me do
Yes.